Hi, I'm here at Starbucks with Maryann Pisano. How are you, Maryann?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Good. Well, thank you for coming here. We finally meet after about 10 or 12 years. So the first question I have to ask you, you came out with a book when you were in high school. How did that come to be?
Well, I thought I was 14 years old, and honestly, it just kind of happened one day out of nowhere. It was a muggy day, it was raining, and none of my friends could go out, and I just had this idea for this book, and I was, at the time, I was 14, and it was still, big boy bands were really popular. I was a huge NSYNC fan, Justin Timberlake fan, and I remember thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool if I went to one NSYNC concert and Justin Timberlake fell in love with me? Like, what would happen? Would he be nice? Would he be mean? And that's how the story kind of came about. It was kind of about a regular girl going to a concert for her favorite boy band, and the main member falls in love with her, but at the same time there's someone that she also likes, and so I kind of like that, kind of choosing between, would you go after this guy, this famous guy, or would you stay with the guy that you always liked? So that's kind of where the idea came from, kind of my own imagination.
So you got the book published. How cool did it feel to see the book in actual hard copy?
You know, it was really surreal because I had always wanted to be a writer ever since I was a little girl. I always wanted to be a writer, so when I actually saw it, it was very, very surreal. I was very excited, and that's all I really could say is that it was very, very surreal.
So then after the book came out, then you went to college, and later on we found out that you started your own online magazine. What went on in between then? Did you just enjoy college life, or was there something going on?
You know, I loved college. I went to Dominican University in River Forest. I was a journalism major, and right when I graduated college, it was the worst economic downfall ever. It was 2010. So, and I remember, you know, it kind of discouraged you. We were journalism majors, but it was kind of like, you know, you're probably not going to find a job in journalism. That's kind of how I felt about it. And I just thought to myself, you know, if I want to do this, I can make it happen for myself. I don't have to apply to a newspaper and, you know, get to interview my favorite stars. If I want to interview my favorite stars, I should do it on my own. So that's when I launched M.
Now, did you ever think of making M a printed material, or was it always just going to be online?
I thought about it at first. I talked to my dad about it, and I said, you know, maybe we should do like a regular magazine. And he said, Maryann, it's all online now. Everything's online. So he was the one who kind of encouraged me to make it online. And
how would you describe M for those not familiar with it yet?
Okay, well, I think M is basically, it's everything that young women in their early 20s care about. It's about fashion, beauty, being confident, health. I also do a lot of interviews with Dr. Hughes, who's a clinical psychologist, about, you know, interpreting your dreams and what certain things mean. I do a lot of interviews with reality stars too. So it's also for those who are pop culture junkies.
And is it a one-woman show, or do you have staff at all?
I do have some people who edit, and I also have some people that contribute. Obviously, Dr. Hughes contributes. And I do, but mostly I do all the writing, but other people do the editing.
And where do you see the future of M going?
I definitely want to do bigger interviews with bigger stars. I also want to pursue going to a lot of award shows and interviewing people on the red carpet. That would be a dream of mine. I'd also like to open up, hire a staff, and I want to have all of that.
Well, you know, if you ever need an interview, I'm available to freelance for you on that.
I was just going to ask you that.
What is some of the big things you've learned since doing M?
I think one of the biggest things that I've learned is that hard work, honestly. seriously. I think working hard, I think no matter what you want to do in life, you can make it happen yourself. You should not rely, if you want to do something, you shouldn't rely on anybody else. Just rely on yourself. And the more work you put into something, the more you'll get out of it. That's what I've learned.
Okay, now you said you want to interview some people. You want to go on the red carpet. So I didn't plan this question, but I'm going to throw it out anyway.
Okay.
So who do you name your top 2 or 3 people you really want to interview?
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Probably Justin Timberlake. I am a huge Leonardo DiCaprio fan. I love James Franco. I love to interview him. I really like The Big Bang Theory. It's one of my favorite shows. And I'd really like to interview Johnny Galecki, who's right from Oak Park. And that's probably, and I'm a huge Sex and the City fan, so I'd love to interview Sarah Jessica Parker or Kristen Davis. Probably those people.
And is there anything in the near future that you're working on? Any current projects, anything that we could look forward to seeing online from you?
You know, I really want to get into writing more books because I've kind of abandoned that. I was so busy in high school, college, then I started it was all journalism, so now I definitely want to try to get into more novel writing and getting bigger interviews.
And if anybody is not familiar with you yet, if they want to find you on the web, where could they look?
Well, I'm on Twitter at Maryann Pisano, or you can find me at mmagazine on Twitter, and also it's emme-magazine.com.
All right, Maryann, well, thank you. And if you'll have us, we'll come back in a few months. We'll do an update because I know my readers would love to hear about you, and we'd love to see it progress.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, bye.
Bye.